Hey guys, Jamie Ray with Jamie Ray Vintage. Today we're doing an American Girl doll wardrobe. Not our usual build, but it's pretty fun. To get started, we're starting with PVC pipe. It's 1/2 inch and we're cutting 3 segments at 18 inches long. We're just going to be using a hacksaw, but you could really cut it with anything that you have handy. Next, we're sanding it off to make it smooth so we can glue it together. And then we're gluing it together with Gorilla super glue, but any super glue will do just fine. We've got our 90-degree 1/2 inch pipe fittings here, and we're just putting it all together. Then once that's all together, we're going to stick 1/2 inch PVC plugs down on the bottom, and we'll glue those in place and let them dry for about 20 minutes. Then we're going to be cutting our 2x4 at 20 inches, so just longer than the width of our wardrobe bar. And after we cut it at 20 inches, Zeb takes a table saw and cuts it in half. If you don't have a table saw or want to do it that way, you could just use 1x4s. Once we're done, then we're going to be spray painting with Rust-Oleum in pewter. You could use any kind, but I like the hammered because it makes it look like actual metal. And using plastic PVC is way less expensive than using metal PVC. So the next step, we're going to be cutting the size locks at 3 inches. And we're going to be leaving them as thick as they are, not cutting them in half. And then we're stapling it to the 2x4 that we cut in half. You could also drill and screw if you don't have a staple gun, but our staple gun is air compressed and holds things together very well. You're basically going to be building a box, so after you've got this top on, you're going to flip it over and stick the other half of the 2x4 that Zeb cut on the bottom half. Next step is we're going to be sanding it nice and smooth and getting it ready for stain. You can use any color that we want. We always like to use a good Minwax stain in either dark walnut or weathered oak or whatever you happen to have on hand. Now we're going to seal it all with polyacrylic. We're going to do 2 coats, wait a couple hours in between, make sure it's nice and secure. This beadboard, he's just measuring it to fit. When he initially built it, I told him we need to make sure we had a backing. So he's also cutting these angle supports. You'll see how he all puts it together. But he's stapling it on the back, the beadboard, and then the angle supports connect to the beadboard and to the bottom base part, and they were stained to match. Just makes it so the beadboard's not floppy, and so that way the shoes don't fall out of the back of our little wardrobe here. Now we're going to be drilling to put in our pipe, and we're using a 1/2 inch drill, and we're only going halfway down so that way we can set the pipe in. And then once he gets that done, we put a little bit of super glue on both sides. You'll see Zeb doing that here in a minute. And then putting our plastic PVC pipe in. Now I'm cutting the hangers. We just used regular hangers and I cut them to fit, and they're perfect for dolls. You'll also see we added 2 extra feet on the bottom, and we didn't video that, but it's just for stability. Okay guys, our American Girl doll wardrobe is all finished. It was super fun. It cost us about $10 to complete, and my girls are really excited to organize all their clothes and their shoes. Be sure to give us a thumbs up and subscribe to Jamie Ray Vintage for more DIY.